Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to Digging in My Shorts. In this video, I am going to spend a little bit of time showing you some awesome books that are sitting off to my right that have come out of the collection that I recently picked up. And technically, this collection was comprised of long boxes, but I've actually transferred some of the books from the long boxes into the short boxes, so technically this title still works. In fact, the title of Digging in My Shorts is actually something that I started well over maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. It was essentially a series of videos that I did where I basically pulled comics from my collection to actually share with you. And so I'm basically bringing back this theme, this title, this series, once again to continue highlighting books from my collection, but from the expanded collection that you probably heard about over the last couple of days. With no further ado, I want to dig into the short boxes next to me and show you a couple of the things that I have found. And this first one is actually a really cool title. I found this and did not know what it was when I first spotted it as I was digging in a box of Valiant comics. I came across something called Shadow Man. And so I actually used the Key Collector app to look it up because I was not familiar with this particular title / character. But this is the Shadow Man series, and I have issue number 16 right here, and then here is issue number 20. And you may never have actually seen this title before, and this actually is from Acclaim Comics / Valiant Heroes. And so I want to show you here on issue number 20. If you look really closely, you can actually see the name Crane, K-R-A-I-N, Crane. This is actually, to my knowledge, Clayton Crane's first professional work. I do believe, if I got it wrong, I'm certain that someone will correct me, but back then he was actually spelling his name with a K. And again, this is one of the cool things that sometimes you can find when you look in apps like Key Collector app. I thought it was really cool, so I went ahead and pulled a couple of those issues from the long boxes. And another thing that I found in this box, well, the long boxes that are now in this box, is this title right here, Sandman. This is issue number 1 right here. And then I have, what else do we have? Here is issue number 2, issue number 3, and then I think I have a healthy portion of the overall run, but these were just some of the ones that I actually pulled out and put into this short box. I actually started reading this series a couple of days ago, and it is honestly pretty darn good. It is very different. I had no real expectations for this title when I first started reading it, but I am enjoying it. I have to admit, it is a little different. It is a little trippy, but it is definitely a good read. And tonight, I will actually be reading this series, starting from issue number 1. This is Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I've heard a lot about this series. My buddy Vika actually gave me a copy of this book more than a year ago, I want to say, and I have never read it. But now that I have this title in the collection, I've decided that I actually now want to read this entire run from issue number 1. So I'm actually going to be doing that starting tonight. And I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that this is actually going to be a good read. Another couple of books here I'll show you before I go to the second bin here is Thor, issue number 338. This is a newsstand. This is the second appearance and I believe origin of Beta Ray Bill. Very cool book right there. And here is issue number 339. I believe that this is the first appearance of Stormbreaker, his hammer. So another cool book. I have not read these books, And I'm actually looking forward to reading them. I had an opportunity a couple of weeks ago to actually read, I think it's Stormbreaker. It is a mini series dedicated to Beta Ray Bill. I read that entire series and enjoyed it, but I have not read his original first and second appearance in The Mighty Thor. So I'm actually looking forward to reading that at some point. So there's a couple of other cool books in here, like this one right here, a little bit of some Captain Carrot. I believe that this is issue number 9, little Captain Carrot right there. There is all kinds of very interesting stuff that is in this collection, stuff that I have never seen before, but I'm definitely excited to check it out. Maybe not so much Captain Carrot, but there's a couple of other titles in here that I think are really, really fascinating. So we'll slide this box off to the side, and let me see if I can pull some other things for you. Here is Amazing Spider-Man number 4. I think this is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, one of those characters. I can't remember exactly her name, but it's a good book. I've actually had a couple of copies of this one before. There's a ton of Web of Spider-Man in here. New Mutants Annual number 2. I actually have a copy of this in the collection already. It's a little beat up, and I have 2 copies of that one that are really, really nice. Scrolling through, seeing what else. There is a healthy amount of one title that at some point I will show you guys in a separate video. Here's a really cool book here, Wolverine Old Man Logan. This is issue number 66. Couple of copies of that right there. Scrolling through, seeing what else we have in here that may be of interest. Issue number 1 of Wolverine right there, black cover. Definitely a cool book. Couple of copies of that. One of my favorites, little Patch and Joe Fix-It right there, Wolverine issue number 8. Definitely enjoy that one. What do we have? We have a couple of books here. First appearance of Apocalypse. Several copies of this. Let's see what else we have in here that may be of interest. Couple of things I'll skip over and get to in subsequent videos. Couple of what if titles or what if books. Really cool stuff. That's cool right there. Omega Red's first appearance. X-Men number 4, newsstand. Let's see what else we have in here. Ooh. Sensational She-Hulk number 1. Love this cover right here. Definitely a cool book. And let's see what else we have in here. Here's issue number 34. Definitely dig that one. These Sensational She-Hulk covers are really, really awesome. I mean, these are cool. Here's issue number 40, and I believe that this one was done by John Byrne, but this is issue number 40 right there. Unfortunately, I only have 1 copy of this one, but definitely a cool book to have. And let's see what else we have in here. There's a lot of She-Hulk. Again, here is issue number 60. Another really cool one right there. And then there's a couple of copies of that in here. And then, like I said, there's some other stuff in here that I'm actually going to save for another video. So, well, probably 3 or 4 more other videos that I'll show you guys at some point. So, just a couple of books that I've actually, been able to pull out of long boxes that I wanted to share. And then the other thing is I actually want to unbox something here. And this may be something of interest for you guys. So, we're going to open this one up real quick and see what we have inside. This is a nice little box that has been sitting here at the house for probably a week and a half. I think it's about time to open this one up. It's a box within a box, just a gift that keeps on giving. So open this up. And, there's a letter in there, so we'll toss that to the side. See if we can get this thing open. And there is something inside. Let's see which one this is. So if you guys have not quite figured out what is happening right there, this is going to be the Go Collect giveaway book for this particular week. Well, technically, this is the video that you're watching, and we will see what the book is here in a hot second, that we will potentially be giving away to one lucky subscriber this week. If I can get it out of its cardboard case right here. All right, this is a cool book right here. This is a cool book. So this right here is Captain Marvel number 33, The Origin of Thanos, Drax, and Death Appearance. This is, again, issue number 33, a 9.4 off-white to white pages. Really, really cool book right here. And this is going to be the book that we are going to give away for this week. Definitely a cool book. Again, it's a really nice cover. I have never owned this book before, but I saw it and I just had to pick it up because it's definitely a very, very cool book. So if you are interested in adding this book to your collection, all you have to do is to head over to the community tab. Once there, you scroll down, you find a post where I'm actually talking about this week's giveaway, and there will be a link there. You click on that link, you go over to MailChimp. Once you are on the MailChimp website, you plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are about you, and 1 of them is a phrase that I'll give you in just a moment. You plug that in, you hit the submit button, and then you tune in to the Ready, Set, Go preview show, which airs every single Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, to find out if you are the winner. The criteria are that you want to be a subscriber of the channel, a resident of the United States, a resident of Canada, or have a mail-in address in the US. That's it. And if you meet those criteria, this book could be yours this coming Sunday. So the phrase that you are going to use to enter this week's giveaway is cosmic. Cosmic is the one-word phrase that you will plug in. With that, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I wish you good luck on this week's contest. If you need to reach out to me, you can do that on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.